I hear sounds.
Hello, Sacred. Welcome.
Hey, Becky, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you? Okay, they're finally off.
I'm not bad, just a little internet lag here and there, I guess.
So how familiar are you with Mini Boss RTA?
I know it's a category. I
Okay.
know the process. I've never personally have done it.
Same. So this should be fun.
Always a new experience every time I watch Super Metroid.
So it looks like we had Hero using Moonfall.
Yeah, that strat came up during the last tournament a lot all of a sudden, and it just became like a new thing that could push, a couple more seconds off everyone's run. I mean, hey, it works.
Swarthy Foul. It can. There's two routes. Each route picks up only one of the suits. So if you do the most popular route, which is getting Varia, then you do have to do a suitless Meridia up to Bot Wound.
It's not bad in the long run, though, if you do go with Varia and you make Batuin your last mini-boss. Problem solved.
Yep.
Again, though, it's just going through the whole Supreme Meridia, but if you've practiced this, you've obviously done Supreme Meridia a lot.
It's not too bad with Grapple, which you're right next to after you kill Croc, which is one of the required bosses. I like Hero's gap skip method there in the old Mother Brain room.
That was an interesting way to get across those pits.
It's a nice, intermediary strat when you don't want to jump on each individual platform, but you're also not quite good enough to do the pitless.
I mean, hey, you're gonna make up for all those times that you, don't have time.
Hero having a really good parlor, despite that little blip at the very top. And same with Helio. Nice job, you two. Oh, and Helio almost getting tagged by that Ripper, but he realized it was going to happen and moved left at the last second. It's really important that you come into this boss fight with full health.
Yeah, I gotta say, Hero's Parlor was quite interesting to see. Hero here literally pinning Bomb Chorizo against the wall and just firing away to his death. Wow.
Yeah, good fights by both of them.
Indeed.
And there's the first required boss down for this category.
Yeah, two purposes. You get bombs out of it too, which, necessary to continue further, but you also get, Bomb Chorizo out of the way. Yay. There we go.
Really good Terminator by Helio. Oof. That tight fit over that waver. That was nice. So they did the green pirate shaft differently. Hero deciding to kill them on his way down, while Helio decided to just take the damage. you see the strat where you kill them with runners that do new route and any percent. So this makes me think that maybe he's going to go for gravity first. Oh, look at this sink.
Both almost virtually getting super missiles at the same exact time there. Wow.
Yeah.
You can see, even though they chose different strats, how they both almost caught up to each other instantly. So even though Helio chose to tank it all at that one moment, he still managed to make up that little bit of small time in a matter of seconds.
Both runners going up to kill Spore Spawn. It's not a bad choice. He's a required boss, and you don't really ever come back to Brinstar. In fact, I think probably a lot of people, unless you've been watching these tournaments, you don't even see Spore Spawn. Even, like, I've seen people do, like, their first playthrough of Super Metroid and never kill Spore Spawn because they've seen speedruns. So I think the optimal strat here is a 2-round. In this first round, you tag him with 2 supers. We see Hero missed one. Let's see if Helio gets it. Nope. So I think Hero's on point for a 3-round, and we'll see what happens in round 2 for Helio. Nice job, Hero. Not taking the time to pick up those drops. Wonder if that's really a time save in the end. And good job, Helio. Yeah, staying. Oh no, those were such terrible drops.
Ouch.
Yeah, what was that, like 2 missile drops and just a bunch of tiny health? I always see people talking about how RNG dependent this category is, and we're seeing like a perfect example of it right there with those boss drops. Alright, is Hero going up or down? He's going down. We have 1 confirmed Varia route. Excellent Green Hills by Helio. And it looks like Helio's going down as well since he went through the green door morphed. Spazer is a beam that I think a lot of people don't see either, if they just watch 80% runs mainly. It's a nice quality of life item.
So wait, just so I understand, we're classifying Spazer as a quality of life item, correct?
Well, we don't have to. I think it is. It's not necessary. It makes things a little nicer.
I mean, fair point. I really like Spazer a lot. I mean, it's just useful to have. It's wider shot, extra damage. Cool.
One-shots the Sovas in Norfair. I think when I switched to not grabbing it in my 80% runs, that was the hardest thing to get used to. My shot's not instantly killing them. And I think maybe the runners pick it up solely for the bot wound fight.
Fair enough, because you don't have the access to plasma, because you're not going all the way to killing Dragon, and killing Dragon. You have to go through bot wound to get to Dragon anyway. So need something.
Dealing with water physics, I think having that wider shot helps, especially with the really awful hitbox that bot wound has. So we saw the rare stand-up
also
glitch
to a point if
with Kraid. Thank you, Hero, for showing that off. Whoa, Kraid opened his mouth up super quick for Helio. Nice quick kill. And just like that, they're super close again. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize we had a Deer Force programmer in chat. It's not Botwoon, it's Botwoon. I'll be sure to keep that in mind for the rest of my commentaries and when I tell my grandkids about this. Alright, so here we have Hero. No missiles. Is he going to use a bomb or a super to kill these B-toms? Good choice. Oh, we have the same situation with Helio, but they opted to use a super. So Hero, I don't know if he intentionally jumped over that E-tank or not. I assume it was on accident. So I know you don't need 3 E-tanks to do the lava dive or the reverse lava dive, but I think in a race setting, it's something you would definitely want to pick up, especially since it's right there. Okay, yeah, I think he's gonna get it. He's bombing the block closest. And here we're gonna have a high five. Nice. Helio picking up the high jumps the intended way. Feet first. High five at the high tops. Alright. Hero doing 2 safety strats there. the pseudo screw. So the final boss at the top of Bubble Mountain doesn't tag him with a little spine. And then opening up the save door gives him just like another half block worth of room. Helio having a little trouble in the lava rise room. I'm not really sure what that room is called. It's such a minor room. And Helio is going straight down, just skipping speed. This happened in the last mini boss race that I commentated. And like Spazer, I feel like speed is just like another quality of life item in this category. You don't need it. Having it makes it so you don't have to bomb jump to get out of certain places. Helio having to farm to do this gate glitch. Hero getting its second try with missiles. Nice work. This trick is so tricky. I guess that's why it's called a trick. I'm not exactly sure like what sort of leniency there is. I know there's a bunch of different setups for it. So Croc is a fun boss. As far as I know, you don't actually do any damage to Croc, even though he has like 32,000 health or something. It's like tug of war, basically. The way I measure it is I measure the fight in terms of how many steps he takes back. A charge shot is 2 steps, a super is 2 steps? 2 steps? Or 3? 3 steps. And a single missile is 1 step.
If it'll let me say it, 1 missile is a single step, super is 2 step, and a charge is a 2 step. If you can combine a super and a regular missile, which is very well timed to do, you can get him to do 3 steps.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And also, this is applied to like randomizer or you completely glitching the game out somehow to all dead belief. If you happen to have plasma and charge coming into Crocomire and you happen to shoot him with it, yeah, he gets punished.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I have like a layman's idea. So Plasma pierces enemies, and what happens is I don't think Croc has any iframes. So Plasma just hits him a bunch, and each one counts as 2 steps.
By logic of math, yes, that would actually make plenty of sense if he has absolutely no iframes. It explains why you can shoot him with a single missile and a super at the same time. So both counts. There we go.
His
Yay.
model is also part of the background, I believe. I've seen that said in the Discord at some point. Is that baby sacred?
Yeah, she's not exactly keen on napping.
Maybe she was hoping for a different category. Mini boss made her cranky. Whoo! The best mock ball in the game. We have our second high five.
There we go, Helio. Having a little bit of trouble trying to get that started up there, but nope. There we go. Hold on.
This is one of those places where if you had speed, you could just get a little bit of running speed and then jump up.
The problem is what he's trying to do is very simple, but he's also trying to add in a double bomb jump at the end to get him up faster.
The timing is that is
And that's
for that
sometimes
is really weird.
Yeah. Oh. We're getting it. There we go. Just had to get the rhythm.
Hero skipping over the Nutella refill. We'll see if he regrets skipping over that 7 health.
Like, I'm sorry. As a speedrunning aspect, I could never justify refilling 7 health at a refill station. No, thank you. That's just a waste of time and energy.
We'll see.
If I was at 1 health and I was at that station, yes, I'm going to take 5 seconds and dip, and then get out of there.
The universe is a weird thing. He might need that 7 health.
Oh, again, yes, this is Super Metroid we're talking about, so, I guess 7 health has proven to be all the difference.
He did safety save, right? At Croc?
There's the reset, so I'm going to assume with yes. I do recall a safety save somewhere.
Helio's taking a different way to get grapple. Again, not having speed makes getting grapple difficult.
That it does, but again, to each their own. He found his way in, and kaboom. Yes, there was the safety save after grapple on Hero, so he is off and running.
Nice, taking the refill. It's a smart choice. The lava dive is one of those things. Like, the trick itself, once you learn it, it's not incredibly difficult. But once you mess up, you have that added stress of just like your health ticking away. And it's when that happens, it just makes it so much harder to get it down. What E-tank is Helio missing? Helio must not have gotten the Crate E-tank. Nice job, Hero. First try. Exactly, Firebat. Oh, he did get Crate E-tank. Which one is he missing? Looks like he got Croc E-tank. Did he skip over the high jump boots?
I personally don't recall Helio ever.
Well,
not
I don't
the
know,
E-tank,
weird.
excuse me.
I thought the Croc E-tank was filled in on his little mini map. But here I am assuming genders. I don't know Helio's gender.
Me either.
Alright. Hero getting the last gate glitch on the run. And Helio nailing the lava dive first try. Nice job.
And on only 3 energy tanks too, nevertheless. So, wow. Very nice play.
Easy game, easy life. Here we have a defining moment in this run. Will the runner accidentally use GT code? Alright. Hero did not. Okay, that's what I thought, Moo Moo. I just wasn't sure. Thank you for clarifying. Woo! Second try, green gate glitch. Let's go. That is an interesting strategy that Hero is using.
Interesting as it is, it's actually working. It's getting what he wants.
It reminds me of how Behemoth does this fight, and 100%. As far as I know, Behemoth doesn't have ankle down bound to anything, so he can't crouch and look up at the same time. So he jumps up like Hero's doing and shoots down to get those double hit with the plasma beams. Helio's gonna have to be careful. GT is actually a really difficult mini-boss without the cheese method. And now he's just kind of running free down there and foot in mouth. Helio's got him in the corner. Only 3 drops? Dang. Unlucky.
I actually counted 4.
Oh, 4. Well, okay, 3 or 4. It's
I saw
still
2
nothing
missiles
compared to what it could drop.
Oh yeah, I know. He got all the good drops during the fight, but a side question. If you have Spazer coming into this fight, and if for some odd reason you got Wave Beam for coming into this fight as your own personal choice, and you have Charge Beam, why not after you run out of your first barrage of super missiles, bear them down with charge shots until you get more supers by doing it that way? I mean, you could technically just sit at his knee and blast away at him if you felt like it.
You could, but he's got 18,000 health, as much as Ridley and Mother Brain. And with just Spazer, that's going to take a while. Someone in the chat's going to correct me. I feel like 18,000 health is correct. It's been a long time since I've looked at boss health values. Alright, reverse lava dive. Helio getting a little bit better drops. They're both leaving the fight with the same amount of supers. And with Bot Wound coming up, I imagine they're going to want to farm a little bit.
I mean, that won't be too tough. There is a few spots on the way out of here that you can farm with, so it's not all too bad.
I think the main farming spot's going to be the wave gate on the way to Croc. You just drop down and kill these bugs a bunch of times. Yeah, there we go. Oh, 13,500. Thank you, bugs. Thank you, Moo Moo. See, I'm so glad people in chat know more than me. Well, that seems like such a weird amount. 13,500.
Gotta always allow that room for the love tap.
Wait, what's that? Nice job, Helio. Now they're done with Lower Norfair and Norfair. There's only one more boss they have to kill. As far as I know, it's the only snake on Zeebs. Helio choosing a slightly different farm spot and escape method for Norfair. Oh, it's because he doesn't have speed. He can't go through the frog speedway. Beautiful Meridia entrance by Hero that he then whiffs it. It just means we get to see the other method if you mess that one up. So this is something that I think not a lot of people pay attention to. You get shown it right after you collect the first intended supers in the game. After Spore Spawn, you go through a little hallway with 3 pipes that has the Zebos come out of it, and then you have 2 of the little frogs hiding in the ceiling, and when you shoot the green door, they fall down. That's kind of show off the power of the super missiles, that they knock enemies off of walls. And Hero used that right there to knock that crab off and then freeze it midair to use as a platform. It gets used more what's the word? Extensively in a low percent category, where in this big room coming up for Hero, it's like Mount Everest or Mount Doom. What they do is they go to the far right side of the room and they use 2 crabs alternating between them as platforms to climb the room, and it gets really, really dirty. Like 3/4 of the way up, they have to keep knocking the crabs off and using them as platforms midair. Really interesting run to watch. No one really runs it anymore, though. I think that was actually the very first Super Metroid run that I watched. I was doing homework and I wanted Metroid music to listen to, and I found Kojak that way. Hero's just 2 rooms away from the final boss. Helio's not far behind. Hero's killing the snails here. Just shows he's going to be using the grapple jump method, as you can see. If you don't feel confident with that, you can climb the walls using the snails. Oh no. You're gonna see Hero freeze his Metroid and then use it as a platform to push his way through those crumble blocks. Alright, nice job, Helio. Wow, that was a fantastic fight. I think he only missed 1 super. And Hero finished with an SRL time of 34 minutes and 33 seconds. GG.
GG indeed.
Let's see, is Helio going to finish the run out?
Looks like it so far. Trying to make a good effort to finish.
So that fish up there that Helio has to freeze, with each iteration of its cycle, it gets lower and lower, making it easier to get on top of. When I heard that, I thought that was pretty neat. And I think that fish is on a global timer too, so it starts moving as soon as the room loads. I think we're done. I don't know. Helio stopped. There's no forfeit in SRL, so I'm not sure. Oh, he killed the crab. That's why. No, he's waiting for another crab from the bottom to come up. That very first crab that he was using as a mid-air platform. If you wait long enough, he'll crawl his way up here. Oh no, he fell all the way down. Just reloading the room. Alright, let's get it this time, Helio. He is good at that jump that he just did with the fish and the crab. I think that's the hardest part of Sulis Meridia. Nice. And we're up. I think probably at this point, it wouldn't even be worth it to farm the Metroids. I'm not sure of their drop chance for supers. Maybe it's like 24% or something. Maybe just kill them once as you're going through the room. But I don't think I'd re-enter the room over and over again to farm. Hi, Flex. Does anyone else feel like using the grapple beam underwater with no gravity suit is easier than using the grapple beam normally? So Helio will not be using the snail climb to get up. Smart. It's not very quick. Yeah, I was gonna look up drop rates for these mock droids. Yeah, 24% chance. 24% chance for small, big, missile, and a super. So I think relying on them as a source of farming isn't very reliable. Alright. Going in with only 84 health. Bot wound, I think, will deal 60 damage on contact, so he's going to have to be careful. Man, those charge shots sound nice. He's almost dead. Nice job, Helio. So Helio finished with an SRL time of 43 minutes and 25 seconds, which is actually an SRL PB by almost a minute. So good job. So I think this is actually the last match of the night and of this week's worth of seeding for the tournament. There's another race going on right now on Speed Gaming 5, and once that one's done, if it's not already over, the seeding for next week is going to be released, and then you'll probably get some schedules coming out later tonight or really early tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Be sure to follow the runners, the commentators, and everyone else in chat, because everyone's awesome. And I think that does it for me. I don't know if Sacred's still here, but he wishes you all a good evening. And so does Baby Sacred. So have a good night. Yes, follow your heart. Follow everyone.